everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a guest here on the show and he really wanted to join in on my YouTube adventures. I am going to ask you now, what are your favorite games? Like, let's say top 5 favorite video games. You can do franchises as well.
Top 5. Alright, so there's one franchise where I always loved when I was a little kid. If you're gonna go back there, a game was called Ape Escape, which I adore so much. Even till this day, it's still good. It's very, very Japanese. I mean, Japanese culture, Japanese humor. It's insanely fun. You're this kid who's called Spike, who has red hair, spiky hair, goes around to capture monkeys. It's really fun, so I definitely recommend that. So that's my number 5. Love it still to this day. Number 4 is the Uncharted series, obviously, because I like action adventures. Always loved action adventures.
And you have played all the Uncharted ones
except for number 4.
Yeah.
I've not played number 4 yet.
Which Uncharted is your favorite? 1, 2 or 3? Or Golden Disc?
2.
2.
It's gotta be 2, because then you see, because number 1 was about how cocky and fun this guy is, because he was just an adorable character, and then number 2 you see that he's still human. He was still human in number 1, but you can see he was more human side in number 2, which was very good. I really like that, to see that side of him. So yeah, 4 Uncharted series. Number 3, it's okay, let me tell you about my relationship to Sega. I'm not a Sega fan, really, but...
You're not?
No, but the thing is, I have this kind of love-hate relationship with them, because I don't like Sega, but they have one of the 3 top franchises that I love. It's a series called Streets of Rage, which was a classic beat 'em up back in the day.
Streets of Rage?
Yeah, like, that game was so fun, and the music by Yuzo Koshiro it's amazing. It's kind of like this techno music, like this. He uses an old ass computer, and he did this kind of like techno music that is still, how should I say, they're using clubs now. So definitely Streets of Rage franchise. Number 2 is the best. Number 2 is definitely the best. Okay, so my number 2 is the Ryuga Gotoku series, or the Yakuza series by Sega, which I love. And now we're on the top 1, and I'm actually wearing what the main character is actually wearing.
I know what you're gonna say!
It's a game that's called Shenmue. Now this game is an underrated masterpiece. Like, seriously, it's one of the top classes. Like it actually had the world's best game for many years, I think. First of all, let's go back to the beginning. Okay, the guy who made the Shenmue series called Yu Suzuki, who made Virtual Fighter, you know, those classic arcades back in the 80s and the 90s. So, one day this guy visited China because he wanted to know about cultures, and like he was very interested. He was like, I'm gonna make a game about this, you know, it's gonna be great. I'm gonna make this game that's just never been made before. Like, he had ambition. It's why, like, he had a desire to just make amazing game. So originally it was called Project Berkeley, and it was originally going to be a virtual fighter RPG game. And this is why you can see, like, the main character, which I will be talking about a little bit later, is like Akira, who has this kind of wearing this white t-shirt and blue jeans, because back in the day we know that if you had white t-shirt, a leather jacket, a brown leather jacket and blue jeans, you were a badass, and a belt. It was originally also going to be in the Sega Saturn. Actually, they made the game for Sega Saturn, but then the Dreamcast came along. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
So they decided to redo it again and put it on the Dreamcast, because to get it better.
And that's how we know Shenmue 1 today.
It started first in 1999 to Dreamcast. And let me tell you about this, guys, because the games have not aged that well, to say at least. But if you're like me, who likes story, a story-driven game, and who likes characters and like living a breathing world, because it's very slow-paced, this game, but when you go deeper into the story, you get so sucked in and you get so fascinated by the story. You're like, what's happened next, because it's so well paced. Like,
I have seen a little of Let's Plays and like videos on YouTube, a little Let's Plays with the first Shenmue, and I can see how you say that it's kind of slow paced, because didn't watch a whole lot of that.
It's not for everybody, but if you give this game a chance, you are gonna love it. Trust me. The thing is that this game was kind of like what sets the standard for RPGs, open world games, I would say.
Is it really open world?
Yeah, it is kind of like a little open world background because
a little open world.
It is. It's not like GTA. No, it's not like that. But it's like because you start in the game in your hometown, which is in I forgot. I forgot the hometown, but yeah, in his hometown.
Well, there's been plenty of years since you played it, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been a long time. I still remember it recently too, but it's blank right now. But yeah. In your hometown, everybody knows who you are in your hometown because you grew up there. 1986 is the time year. This guy named Ryosuke comes home from school, or after a martial arts tournament, because he has a white bandaged hair too. And he see this black car, and he see like it's been. He lives in a dojo. The dojo has been like broken up the door. He's like, what is going on here? And he sees that his father is standing there with this, which you can say clearly see is the antagonist of the story.
I am wondering, since I have never played Shenmue, I am wondering how does it really play? Is it like quest driven, leveling driven, or is it just trying to progress the story? How is the gameplay?
The gameplay is kind of like this. It has a day and night cycle. You can pick up anything you want around your area. You can pick up this and just inspect it. It is a main focus in it, but the main focus because he's gonna have revenge because Landy actually kills his father. So he's solely focused on revenge. So the goal is to find out where Landy is.
Oh.
Yeah, so you go to your town where everybody knows you and you ask different people like some clues to go to a bar.
It's kind of like an investigation.
Yeah, an RPG adventure. So, but it's very realistic actually, because you can go to an arcade and play all the arcade games, like Outrun, I think it's called, and not Burnout, but Outrun and Space Harriers. You know, all those classic Sega games that Yu Suzuki made. You know those capsule boxes?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that too. You can go to a capsule and just pay and get some like a Sonic character or something like that, you know, or virtual.
Whoa, it's like Easter eggs. Shenmue III is coming out. There was a Kickstarter a year or something like that back, wasn't it? And
it was in the 15th of June 2015. I remember that date.
Yeah.
Because if you can tell, I'm a big fan of it, and I can just talk about it for hours. So I knew that you were a fan of it. Yeah, I remember I screamed like a girl when I came out. I will openly admit it.
So when is it coming out? Are they done with it?
It's coming out, well, the development, it's set to be done in December 2017.
Oh, fuck, that's a year.
I know, that is a year, so I'm very excited for it.
Yeah.
You had absolutely right, because then we are gonna visit Guiling. I cannot tell the story because it ends on a bullshit quick cliffhanger, because they've been in development hand for like 16 years.
Okay.
Yeah, because
yeah, well, it has probably been that long when I think about it.
Yeah, because how should I say it?
What were they dicking around with, waiting all those years?
Well, the thing is, when Shenmue came out, it's a good game. It has great graphics, like great back in the day, and that time it was probably the best graphics there ever was. The music is good and all that, but it was too ambitious.
Oh.
It was way too ambitious because it was too big. It cost $47 million to make the games. Like Shenmue 1 alone doesn't cost 47, but to combine Shenmue 1 and 2 and all the other stuff cost $47 million to make.
Too expensive.
Too expensive. If you're gonna make it up, you have to sell 2 Shenmue games for every Dreamcast players.
Oh. So that was your top 5 franchises. There will be one bonus video up for my Patreons only, so keep a lookout for that one. And I will see you guys later, so bye!
Bye!